Hey there fellas, today I'm going to go over some YouTube comments and we're also going to jump into Discord, see if there's interesting questions, topics, discussions, and I'll give you my 2 cents. So, without further ado guys, I'm gonna pop into this scene right here so you could see, and we're gonna go over the questions. Drake is asking, every time I try use the CSP preview, it says CSP is damaged, version mismatch. Any tips on how to fix the issue? Brother, I don't want to go in depth, and I don't know exactly all the specific problems, and it's gonna take so much. So my advice to you is watch my full in-depth rain guide about this problem. There's really not much I can suggest, and it's gonna take crazy amount of time. Now, Optics is asking or saying, one tip, when the leader is straight during the transition, you already want to be at least straight, if not on his side, or not on his inside already. Apologies. Now, what is Optics saying? Again, guys, this is the difference when you, I used to be like this, and I'm not mocking the Optics. I used to explain things like this that nobody would understand me. And this is normal. When you're a driver, you try to explain things, and that's why it takes me, guys, most of the time, it takes me just analyzing how to simplify something. Now, Optics is giving very good advice, but it's explained poorly. So let me help you, Optics, so that everybody can understand. Now, guys, let me explain what Optics is trying to say, and I'll give you also the full breakdown of some transitions so you can understand it. Now, I'm gonna explain something very quickly here with this camera. We have two cars. I love retro cars. This is, if you don't know what is this is Trabant, a retro car. This, you probably have absolutely no idea. No, this is not a Lambo. This is not a Ferrari. This is BMW M1. So, now, since I got these two here for showcase purposes, we're going to use this as lead car. We're going to use this as chase car. Now, the example is, as Optics said, what he said. One tip, when the leader is straight during the transition, you already want to be at least straight, if not on his inside already. Now, what I believe, because even this explanation, I'm confused. I believe Optic is saying not when the leader is absolutely straight, but like when he's shallowed up. So I'm gonna give you all my examples, and I'll break down a lot of things, and then we're gonna go into a video. Now, for you to understand something, or you know what, we're just gonna jump in very quickly into a video. Real quick. So I want to break something very quickly down to you guys. Now let's watch this video. I want to explain. Oh wow, I always have this habit of adjusting my headphones like because they're so glued to my head. Now, what you need to know transition wise, when you follow somebody and you go that close, you need to break away and you mimic the angle, and then you pop right back in. Now, this is one of the ways you mimic the angle and you go exactly onto him and so on. And this is with a little bit of a delay. The delay will give a gap. The later you transition, it's going to create a gap between you and him. As you saw right here, when we go back, whoop. Yes, we do transition at the same time, but it will take me like about 2 seconds to reach back at him. Then I'm gonna start slowly braking myself, create some distance, boom, and I'll transition, I'll pop right back onto him. And then I'll start adjusting the car. So, next thing, right here, you could see this was a mistake. So I went really onto him, and then I had to brake myself away to not hit him. So let me explain, guys. Watch, and I hope I don't forget to swap the seat. We're gonna follow the general rule. Whatever angle you have in the transition video that I made long ago, whatever angle you have is usually whatever angle you're gonna get. Is the same angle you're gonna get on the opposite side. Most likely. Why using the word most likely? Because you can manipulate the transition a lot depending what you do. You might do a big modulation. You want to do a small modulation. This can shift more weight. This can slow you down a lot because of the angle and so on. You might, and also what type of transition you do. You might decide to clutch kick. You might decide to lift off. You might decide to handbrake. You might decide to flick the wheel. You never know. Or you might, you know, decide to use shift lock. Whatever it is, doesn't matter. Whatever it is. For now, we're just gonna assume whatever transition you do is usually the angle you're gonna get on the opposite side. So, for this purpose, if you try to mimic the guy's angle perfectly from side to side non-stop, you will have a little bit of a gap, depending on your delay and timing of your transition as well. So let's say this is the lead, this is the chase car. You guys go in, he transitions, and then you transition. So as he starts to transition, then you start your transition as well, and he'll make a little bit of a gap, and you'll catch up, and you guys go again in harmony. If you decide to be the guy, I want to be glued to him, I want to be absolutely on him, okay. But here's the drill. This is very hard, and it can create, it will definitely make you make a lot of mistakes. It's very, you just have to be super focused. So this is way harder. What you want to do, you see, this is not a sedan, but it has one door. It's not a sedan, but you want to aim right here, right about here. I'm gonna go into specifics, don't worry. You aim in the middle between the two doors when you chase the guy. I'll elaborate when you can go closer. I'll let you know. For now, follow my lead. Now, you follow the guy. You want to be right here, and you want to be shallowed up. You want to shallow up before the transition, so you prepare for the transition. Why? If you really want to be glued to him and you want to pop on the other side, right next to him, you want to shallow up because you have more speed, and you will not allow him with this inertia when he swaps the weight transfer transitions to escape and make a gap from you. And then you have to catch up this gap. So how are you going to do this? He goes with this angle, then you follow him up. Like as you go, guys, go in harmony, you're going to slowly shallow up before transition. Then he pops, and you pop as well early, and you pop right on next to him. And you want to aim on this door right here. You see? This door. In the middle. So, you will jump into the back wheel closely. After the transition, you go from here, whoop, and you jump into the wheel. Then you will brake. You use the brakes, and you keep the throttle up. You use the brakes, and obviously the wheel to balance the car. And you will position yourself and pop right about here. And you will brake yourself and kind of massage the car, nudge the car into the angle back in, and you'll follow him up along the way. Now, this, if you have like drift playground, corner after corner, small corners, then you will never want to get close to him unless there's a long corner. Let me explain. Now we're gonna go into this. So, let me think of, let me go, where's the challenges? There's a specific video of Drift Playground that I want to give you. Drift challenges. Okay, come on. Where's the throttle challenge? Give me, this one. Okay, we're not going to use sound. So, now let's go to where this starts. So let me explain. You see, this is corner after corner after corner, and they're like way small. This is a bit longer. So when you have a bit longer corner, you can allow yourself to go way closer to him, but not like this corner type of corner. You can't go close to somebody on the front of his fender. Watch, if you have a long corner and you shallow up, you follow the guy, you shallow up, prepare your transitions, you immediately transition as well. You gotta get the timing right as well. Keep in mind. Then you start to brake yourself as you keep the power up. You start to brake yourself to nudge the car into the angle. Then you can go closer and closer and closer, and you could go right onto the wheel. So let me swap my hands. You can then, once you guys transition, you be shallowed up again. So you gotta brake yourself. And like what I usually do is, if there's a long corner and you wanna pop right onto here next to his fender, what you do is, as you guys transition, let's say you transition, you're a bit shallowed up, you transition, you pop right as well. Why this will work? You're with way smaller angle, way less resistance, so you keep more speed. So when he transitions, he will go from big angle to big angle, and you go from small angle to small angle, way less to rotate, and you have more speed and less resistance. So you have the possibility to pop right back on him, and you catch up because you have more speed. But you gotta be careful. It's very easy to hit. That's why you gotta use the brakes. So when you're about here to the guy, you're with a bit shallowed up angle right here, and you follow him like this, and you're backing off a little bit as you guys go, you're backing off a little bit, and he transitions, then you immediately transition, you pop right here, and you're ready to go, while he still has to move a little bit more to gain more angle that he transitioned with. So you will be catching up immediately. You will pop immediately onto him. Now, for the long corners, for the long corners, once you know you are transitioning into a long corner, like this one that's gonna come right here, I'm gonna show you. This corner that is gonna pop right about here, guys. You transition into this corner, and now look what's happening. We have, even with this car, because it's super low powered, I have a smaller angle, but that doesn't matter. So what happens? I transition into this, like you follow him, you're shallowed up, he transitions, you immediately transition, you catch him back up, you nudge the car with the brakes, and you go back and start going towards his fender, and you follow him up, and you'll be a little bit shallowed up, and you follow with a little bit of brakes. Literally 5% brakes, super little brakes, a few percentages, just to wash off whatever excessive speed you have on top of his. And then you will follow him up onto this corner, and you go in harmony. And this is the time you wanna get way further than the middle of the door. Then what happens? When you pass 50% of the corner, when you're about to pass 50% of the corner, you already need to start preparing to back off. If you're way too deep in his car, you gotta make space for him to transition, otherwise you're gonna block his transition. This is very late here. Like what you saw, like this here, is very late, guys. This is you don't have a lot of time. In about 1, 2, 3, in 3 seconds we're making a transition. So you really wanna give yourself as much time to back off as possible. So what you're gonna do is, the guy transitions, you pop in here for a few seconds, then you reach about 50%. Start early. You won't have to make big changes and big disgusting corrections and things like this. As I told you, if you start very early, you can go nice and easy and slow. So you just gently back off, back off, back off. He transitions, you transition immediately, pop back in, build yourself up a little bit, brakes, build the angle. Not fully the same angle as his, unless you can obviously maintain it. If you have the means by any, if you can by any means necessary, do that. But then when you're about to pass 50-60% of the corner, start backing off way early, boom, like this, boom, there you go. So that's what you guys need to understand. You want to be shallowed up. You want to, before the transition happens, you want to shallow up and be with a shallower angle than his, so you can pop right back in. This is more when you care about the smallest of details, when you're gonna probably do some competition drifting and things like this, but this is very important. So I believe optics, I believe this explains I think what you try to say, that when the leader is shallow, you gotta be even shallower or a little bit shallower. If he's straight, you're straight. So don't fully mimic, you gotta be with a bit less angle than him if you wanna pop right back. I hope I understood what you were trying to say earlier, and I hope I explained it very well for you guys to understand, and obviously we gotta give props to this. So now Gunter Penguin. Penguin. I made some skins for myself and I think they look pretty good. Having little knowledge of Photoshop, but the thing I don't understand is how to put the design well with the mapping. There's always some parts that are disaligned. Now, this is very cool, and I'm glad that you guys followed. Obviously, I want to have everything on this channel, how to make skins and things like this. Obviously, I'll probably not go into modding, guys. You gotta know, like I'm on already 6, 7, 8 places, so I'm not gonna go into all the things. I want to cover as much things as possible so you can find them on my channel, and you won't have to go and dig all the time in the internet. You will want to cut a little bit, bro. So Penguin, give me just a second. Let me is it possible to open this video separately? Now, Penguin, I believe you're talking about the wrapping itself. Now, when you do encounter this problem, you have to separate this part, clean it up, this side, then this side, as I mentioned, this bumper and this hood of the car, whatever causes you troubles. So you would separate this side here and you would cut from the pattern, or you put the whole pattern, you resize it to get the perfect size, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And then you move it so you can position it perfectly. Then also what you can do a lot of times is just grab like rectangles and start putting them there, and like maybe you can use also the eraser to cut it out and match the pattern and everything. It's very annoying process to align the whole livery, everything to be perfect on the sides and stuff to match with the mapping. What you see here is not what it will be. This side here, let's say we grab this and needs to be way left so it can actually fit this. So keep in mind, it's a annoying process, but I'll go over it very soon, hopefully. So aligning stuff is very annoying. You have no idea how much time it took me to align every single red line. I think was one of the, I think was the US livery of the 830. Every single line, the red line was completely different. So let me go to the 830 and okay, I'll have to cut this section because I leaked something. But now let's go to the 830. So this US livery right here, guys, that you see, every single E30 is one of the crappiest mappings, the most garbage. This is insanely disgusting to do. Look at these lines. Every single line that I took, I copied the pattern, whatever it is. I cut this like a square. I cut a square of this red stripe. Then I put it here and I had to resize it all the time so it can match. This part is separate. This part is separate. I had to match this part with this part together and align them, goes left or right to see where it goes on the mapping. Then I had to stretch it more and they stretched the other thing, and like absolute nightmare. I'm telling you, this is absolute cancer. This, just the bumper itself, 1 hour. Just fitting all the stuff, matching them, and then going to the front bumper as well. And then, bro, this just annoying as hell. This is a very annoying process. That's why I told you guys this is only when you really want to vent off, relax from something, because you have something to do. Now, love you, exotic. Thank you, bro. I love you too. Blue socks. Okay. Let's see. Hexor drift challenge. I plan to cover the other drift challenges as well. Let's see. Casual developer. Do you need soul on pure, or just pure? Very simple question. You want to use only pure because pure is now a standalone version. Completely ignore what I said, all the steps in the video, and turns out even I thought I did absolutely everything right. I was indeed the idiot, and now the rain works flawlessly. You're a legend. Thank you, bro. A lot of times I know it's very annoying to watch the whole video because these videos are very long, and I'm trying to work myself to be more straightforward, and I love to go in depth. But when you go in depth and give all these specific details, it makes the video super long, and essentially it can make it boring. So I was thinking about maybe separating all these details and in-depth information that I wanted to cover in separate videos. This way, I need to be more straightforward, a little bit shorter videos, and it gives you a bit of a gratification that you watch the full video as well. Let's see. Baldeep Knox comments on FFB settings. Hey, when I try drift and turn the wheel, it isn't spinning back in place for me to catch. Any help and tips? The wheel is not counter steering. I have no idea, brother. Really, I got no idea. What could it be? I truly just have no clue. If you go to controls and settings, like just make sure you use 900 degrees of rotation. Make sure that the wheel's right. I don't know also what wheel you got, bro. You need to. My advice is just go to Sim Equipment in the Discord or Drift Talk. You see Sim Talk Equipment and Drift Talk, and just ask for help, and you could send some videos, whatever. Ian is saying, then Nikolai is saying, thanks, dude, it finally worked. Fix CSP. Glad to hear this, bro. Then Ian, complete guide on how to change the sound of cars. So this is the sound swapping of the cars. Thank you for the in-depth video. And two, how did you get a 7.7 second lap on that track? LMFAO. That's that's a very good question. I have no idea. It could be when we're driving, we're crashing and goofing around with people. Maybe my car flew, and I have no idea, bro. I don't know what to say. It's impossible. I have no idea what happened. How would possibly I get like 7.7 second lap on a drift playground? I don't know. So there was also cars with like very messed up colliders. So like the car was literally like a ramp, and like would go and like launch yourselves through it. Like you drive forward, you hit a car frontally, but it's like a ramp. So I end up like climbing and flying off. We're doing a lot of goofy stuff on Drift Playground, bro. I'm not gonna lie. So now GG saying, man, you're the goat. Your videos deserve more attention, and hope the best. Thank you very much, bro. A lot of people don't realize, and they think, oh, you're making like so much money off YouTube and things like this. Guys, ask, if you're young, go ask your parents how much are your bills. If your bills are like €100, whatever, I make a little bit over this. You don't make jack crap. You pay the bills with it. This is just a side hustle. I do this for my legacy, so I can share my knowledge. So in case I get hit by a truck tomorrow and I die, I know I'm helping somebody even when I'm dead. So again, that's why I do it. It's a side hustle. This is not a money generation income, like whatever channel. At least for now. Hopefully in the future. And all the project, everything is just self-invested. This project, I'm keeping it with all the great people that came to help, because I've been investing since like a year and a half, 2 years, non-stop, all my money into it. Then, Gigi, again, a masterpiece. It deserves more attention. Thank you, and I hope you learned a lot from this video with me and Charlie. There's not a lot of videos on it. Race cancelled. Yeah, kinda. Still have issues. I did everything right and still crashes. It could be a lot of reasons, brother. It really can be so many reasons. The windows, the this, the that. How to fix rain number 2. Thanks, it finally works. I'm glad to hear this, bro. Appreciate it. Appreciate you commenting and giving feedback that my videos still work. Look at YouTube giving you this answers. You're welcome. Enjoy. Glad it helped. If I'm gonna reply, I'm gonna reply myself. I'm not gonna click stupid buttons, bro. Like, seriously. Well, these buttons kill authenticity. Like, yes, it will save you time to say thank you and this, that. I'd rather write it myself. I don't know. That's what I feel like. I feel like it's typed by me, not suggested to me. I'm like, hey, type this. Do I look like a sheep? I follow my own brain's commands, not this, like, platform that's gonna tell me what to tell people. Hey, can you make a skin for the drift tutorials where the skin for the front of the car is missing or transparent? It would be very helpful to be able to see what the front tires and suspension are doing while we're trying to learn. Now, brother, I know what you're saying, but this is impossible. This, you cannot make the car transparent with the skin. You can make the car transparent. This you have to go and do the modding part, not the skinning part. The skin doesn't make the car transparent. To make the body transparent, you know, you can probably, we can probably drag a texture to the body and stuff, but like, I guess, but I think you have to do it in the modding program. You drag like a transparent texture, whatever, into the body of the car, like, or maybe I can go and goof around in the textures and select what texture the car goes, and like, I don't think you can change this from the values of the car. So you can make the car transparent. There's a lot of this is confusing me a bit, but you can do that with skins. If this, I hope this answers the question. Where can I get that camera view? This is KirbyCam, bro. I've left it here. If you go to, where is it? Guys, skin library. Where's the downloads? Downloads. You go to other applications, and there it is, KirbyCam. Then once you install KirbyCam, you want to go. You literally drag and drop it into Content Manager. Then you wanna click on this here, boom, and then you click install. Once you do that, you go to custom shaders patch, you go to chaser ABC chaser camera, and then you select KirbyCam. Boom, easy. And then you make sure you save it so that next time you close Content Manager, you open it, it's saved and you won't lose anything. So let's see. Where can I get? Okay, it worked. Thank you a lot again for rain. Glad to hear this, bro. Yun Litro, been waiting this second video for months. Love it. Please do some more often. I really would want, and I really will do, bro. I really will do. There's a lot of project things. Also, my health deteriorated, and I hope everything is gonna go well. There's been a lot of problems lately that I had in real life, but everything is gonna go in place, you know, like just normal. But I really appreciate it. I'm glad that you stuck around, and I'll try to pop all these often and more often and more often, and especially when we go to Tandems, I'll find some friends that can help me, because I can just use I can just use Drift AI or bots. Well, don't worry, we'll figure it out. And so on. So, Michelle, does someone know how to fix an error? Cannot find the logs.ini. I don't know, bro. Like, really, it's gonna take a lot of time. Thanks, how to fix Logitech. Glad to hear this, bro. I'm happy to help. Now, Qratz. Oh, man. This has been, Qratz. Apologies. I remember I told you, leave this comment in Discord, reply to it, and I completely forgot. Trust me, I'm absolutely busy at the moment, especially with the hospitals and all this garbage and the real life stuff on the things. So guys, as I told you, I barely reply nowadays in the Discord, but I'll come back to be more active. Let's go very quickly. So let's check this question. Where's the question? Now, so the question is gonna go a bit back. Now, Exotic, what's accomplished with the full clutch here when you almost spin? What's the difference with just letting all pedals free in that moment? Because I usually let it slow and then clutch kick to recover, but I don't full clutch before while it's slowing down. Edit, probably you're just getting ready for the clutch kick. That's one part of it. That's one part. Good. You have a good guess. Now, this is gonna be a long one, I believe. So give me a moment. Let me gather my thoughts a bit and refresh myself with a coffee. This is a coffee with honey, bro. It's amazing. Now, that's 0.55. So, Qratz. Let's see. Okay, let's go back in time. Sleep timer speed 0.25. So let's analyze. I'm approaching this. I need to transition right now in the middle because the tires are cooked. The car is super slidey. The bus. And you could see I am full on the throttle and I still push so wide. Now, because of the grass, I got massive angle. And I knew that. So how you counter this? I immediately cut off the gas to let the bus transition, but I'm like, wait, I can do a way cooler thing than just a basic transition. I want to send it. So, and I know the capabilities of this bus and the physics. I just let it fly. Then, while the bus is transitioning like this, while I transition, I go on the clutch. Then I change in the shift to lower gear so I can have more power because I'm going to kill tons of speed. And what I'm doing as well, while I hold the clutch, when you clutch in, you just let the car go off inertia. So take it as this. I'm not going to go into super complicated, but when you disconnect the engine, you're just letting the car go off inertia. But when you're off the clutch, then now you let the engine also slow you down. So there's the engine brake factor that also slows you down. So I don't want the engine to slow me down because I have a lot of distance to cover to reach, this corner. Look how shallow that bit is. Look how much distance I have. So I want to get as close. I know I transitioned super early. So what I want to do is, if this is the corner, I am like this reverse and I want to let the car go as close as possible to the corner. Let it slide it out. Let it slide it out. In the meantime, I'm doing all kinds of other BS. I'm downshifting. While the car is sliding, I can utilize the time. The car is going to slide itself. I don't have to do jack crap. I'm just going to prepare my gear. I'm going to prepare myself. So yes, the clutch not only let the bus slide on inertia, but I also prepared my gear. I prepared myself with the foot on the gas to step when it's time. And off you go. Third gear, bam, back on the gas. And there you go. And off you go into the next corner. So, if you want the car to slide more, you toss it hard and let the inertia slide you in. If you want to slide a bit more, hold on the clutch fully in, let the car slide out. If you're off the clutch, then engine brake is going to occur. So the engine is going to slow you down. That's another thing. If I wanted to slow down, I would be off all the pedals. If I wanted to just the car to slow down naturally and the engine to slow it down, that's one way. Other ways, obviously, clutch, brake, and handbrake together. That's it. Or you could use brake and, the engine to slow down the car. So I hope this explains it. But yes, there's a lot of ways. It's good, very good question. I haven't gotten into these details. I'll keep pushing my videos on YouTube very, very soon again. I can't wait to reach, these advanced levels because I'm not gonna lie, guys, I'm really tired of the beginner stuff. I want to go into the advanced things. I want to go into the tandems. I want to go into this. I want to share all my knowledge that I have. So that's all about, I think, this question. So off the clutch, no clutch, and you let it slide it out, you're slowing yourself down a lot because the engine brake is there. If you use brake and engine brake together, then you're gonna slow down very hard. If you hold on the clutch, you'll let the car slide on inertia as long as it has one. It will slide way more. So that's the difference. And obviously, what you do is great. Yeah, you let it slow down very fast. Then when you're about to go, just before you go on the gas, you're about to go, you clutch in, and then you go on the throttle. Or or you go on the throttle and then you pop the clutch. But you want to first First, you want to clutch in, give gas, build the RPMs up. If you let off the pedals for a long time, clutch in, gas, build the RPMs up, then you clutch kick. And that's Qratz. I hope this explains everything. So I'm, I'm glad Wonder is watching the bone stock challenges. He's enjoying the videos. Let's see. Talk trash, bro. Please, I have traffic plan. Everything works in practice mode, but when I try on my server online, the car only goes like 10 kHp only. Bro, when you go in online server, you gotta change from the extra options and then tune the traffic from there. You don't use these traffic planners; they're only for solo. So I think really I want to go over drift questions mainly. Let me see, what is this. Hey bro, great video covering many issues. Unfortunately, mine isn't included, and I'm really sorry. Unfortunately, brother, this is what usually happens. It's very in-depth, it's very long, and so on. And it could be Windows, could be drivers of NVIDIA or AMD, whatever. It could be the drivers, could be the Windows, could be all kinds of stuff. Could be other programs. It could be missing, you know, all kinds of things that I included in this video to install. I get to join Noisy, and by the way, we don't help with other servers anymore. We only are going to focus and help for our big project on platform that is still not officially launched. And yeah, after all the cars and lightning cell loads up, my game gets stuck on black screen. I can barely see in the game. Options, drive, car setup, lap times, and rest. After being stuck on that screen for maybe 10-15 seconds, everything loads up and I get to start drive. But after a bit period driving, my game freezes, my audio bugs, making strange buzzing sound. Then the game crashes and shuts down, leaving me with the message race cancel. Sometimes I get error set of Corsa. It could be a lot of things, bro. Also keep in mind, no hazy, extremely customized servers, a lot of scripts, a lot of things. God knows, you know, what happens and so on. So really, brother, I have no idea. I just don't want to say something that's BS and mislead you. You know, I'd rather not say anything when I'm not completely sure. We're in 2025 and I still can't play on Moza R5. It's great. All I complain in a Zero, EAWRC and Overdrive. Big sad the lack of steering wheel support games have. Yeah, it's very sad how they put all their force into pump new game, pump new game, pump new game, new update, like new cars, new content, this, that, and then stop pushing to get money, give more support for people to enjoy your game. And they're like, you know what? This will bring us more money. If we focus to give more support to other platforms, maybe it's not going to give us that much money. And also I'll mention something. I'm not going to go in depth. I don't want to get in trouble. But nowadays, really, I don't even give too much F. Like, if somebody gets me in trouble and stuff, I have nothing to lose. Now, you gotta understand, brother, there's these companies that make the wheelbases, they don't like each other. Certain companies, if they, let's say, maybe on the backstage, they partner with a company game, hey, give support to our, you know, bases, don't give support to the other bases. There could be some shady deals there. You never know. Keep this in mind. The business is a very disgusting thing. Business is very mean, very disgusting. If you decide to go and live this life like I decided, I didn't know what I was throwing myself into. This is a very, very goddamn disgusting life that you have to live. When you start to understand a little bit more about companies, what they do and so on, how their dirty tricks and things like this, I believe as a company, CarX and so on, these kinds of games, and I'm only assuming, this is only a speculation, they should stay away from the drama of the, you know, wheel-based competitors and stuff. But if this is the case, I hope it's not. You know, it might be very, very disgusting. But I believe Moz and C-Magic have some drama with each others, and if one has support, the other one doesn't, then I can only assume there's something under the table there. Keep this in mind, brother. That's my 2 cents right there. If you know somebody doesn't like it, brother. You can't goddamn try to censor me and things like this. This is my take on it, and I've seen and I have experience and I have knowledge on the topic, so I know what I'm talking about. Bro, I'm facing some issues with my wheel it gets like stuck and the alignment also gets ruined. I keep restarting it a few times to make it work again. Interference, maybe. Maybe you plug the wheelbase and there's other things that there's some interference. You need to check if you could be the USB slot, could be something in there. I had problems with certain USB slots, could be, God knows, bro. Could be, not enough power supply, not enough this, not enough that. I can only, you have to go through the troubleshooting, cut one by one by one by one. Like, God knows, man. Really, God knows. Like, it's really, you have to go on by the way, don't use hubs. Don't use USB hub. Everything is taking out of the response time and things, and wheelbases especially. The companies say don't use hubs because they might not function well. You just plug it straight on the PC. I believe most of you guys do that, but again, my device RAM just 4 GB. I think this is the problem. Absolutely, goddamn lutely, bro. Nowadays you can't even cut it with 16 gigs of RAM. The sweet spot is still 32 gigs, but I think even then, I've been investing everything in the project and I haven't upgraded this computer, and very soon probably I might not be able to even film content. So this is very, very sad where things are going. Do one with the new SRP 0.9.3 and new CSP. If I appreciate it, I'm very thankful that you watched the video, bro, but if I have time, really, it's just way too much things. I just built mine. How to drive? Okay, I just built mine and installed a set of course. But what are the settings? In game I have TC and ABS, factor and stability control on 0. Don't use traction control. Don't use ABS. The ABS is gonna make your wheel shake when you drive straight. Very disgusting. Base 11 Newton meter settings on 4 Newton meter 900 degree angle. I think 4 Newton meter 900 is great, but Stefan, go to our Discord and send a message on Discord. I've shared all the information you need. Join our Discord, discord.gg/pxm, and you join up. So make sure you jump in and you'll be fine. My content manager keeps coming up with can't download information about the latest version. I don't know, bro. Like, you have something pirated? I have no idea. Sorry, bro. Really. January 2025 still works. Even fixed the centering issue. How to fix Logitech. My video about the no force feedback. I'm very thankful for the feedback that it works. I'm happy that it still does. Wanderers keeps watching my videos. Bro, I don't know if you just go to the videos to in order just to like comment, because I truly believe you don't even watch them at this point. So let's see. 3D illusions. Hi, I'm not seeing a list of filters when I open photo mode in VR. I only see the basic sliders for brightness, contrast, saturation, hue. I have content manager I use to install custom shaders. Patch 0.1.79, and in AC video settings I have post-processing effects enabled and a filter selected. Never mind, just read that it's not available in VR. Instead you have to set it up in single screen and then go back into VR. Oh, yeah, like, that's the unfortunate part. I'm really sorry that I haven't mentioned it, but I didn't knew it at the time. So yes, this is the unfortunate part. You set up everything, filters, whatever, then go into the VR. I don't have rain effects in my content manager. How can I solve it? You can solve it by watching my full in-depth rain guide. You cannot have rain effects if you don't have the paid version. This, guys, the paid lights patch, the paid custom shaders patch version comes with extra options and a lot of updates on other things. That's why it's worth it. That's why I'm getting it. It's just one goddamn buck. This is the preview version. The preview versions contain the rain effects function. You need to get that first, install it manually. Then, let's see. It works, but I can only drive a maximum of 60. Is the sacrifice worth it? The hell you mean? You can only drive a maximum of 60. Bro, rain, how do you link rain to your speed to the car? Like the rain doesn't add the speed or anything to it. Like it doesn't limit your how fast you go, whatever. I have really guys, I really have no idea what you're doing. Just use the help channel, and whoever is free knows will help you out. But this, it's weird. um what pedal mount is that? This is the Thrustmaster T pedal stand. Yeah, Thrustmaster T pedal stand. um so it is Batista. Yeah, bro, this is the Thrustmaster T pedal stand. I think I'm gonna just, I don't want to sound disrespectful, but guys, I really, on these problem videos and comments, I think I'm gonna scratch them for now. When I always, every now and then, about like each 3 months, I find time when I go and answer to everybody, but really I just don't have time for the problematic videos. Hey man, I've done everything one-on-one as you have, and I still don't get loaded in. um Bro, I would strongly advise you then to watch something like the second part, which is the dense traffic and or the complete traffic guide. But really double check if you miss something. It's a long video. You really gotta double check and see if this will work, and it's gonna happen. Then this website for the shaders won't work at all. It's like it's offline now. It's fine, bro. I entered it. It's perfectly fine. And we're about like 46 minutes. We're gonna extend it to an hour. I don't see anything interesting here, honestly. So what I'm gonna do, guys, is that, yeah, I think we're jumping back to Discord. So let's go Discord. Let's see what interesting is going in Drift Talk. So, Qratz, I answered your question, by the way. Here's my first one, VDC cars. Okay, I only focus on second part of the track. I mean, so like I've been missing for a long time, guys. Let me see what's going on. Easy part was a complete. What is this? Wait, let me see what's going on. So. Does Exotic only pass his students to the next section once they've mastered the donut, or is the donut a continuous skill to practice while slowly learning the other pieces? Now, I push to excellence, and doesn't matter if it's like perfectionistic, whatever's. It's very important. I'll make a video about this. I've studied and I've done so much digging on psychology, how brain works, and all these things, and how people improve and change their habits and all these things, because you need to dig into the psychology of things. How do you change your life? And you can change this in whatever you're learning as well. So once you understand this, that's why I'm pushing to excellence. It's crazy amount of labor. A lot of people quit. They're not ready. If they're not ready to learn something like this and push to absolute excellence in this, that means they're not ready to push to absolute excellence in their life as well. So this tells you a lot about the character. So yeah, it's like an academy. It's really like an academy. When you go to let's say you go to the army, whatever, like they filter in. If they see, oh, it seems like you might not pass the test, whatever, you go through certain tests, and if you don't pass, you can't continue. So it's kind of like this. But in general, to answer your question, yes, I push people after they show me that they can do the donut. Nowadays, I'm getting a little bit softer, and I push people after like 80%, and I push them more to something that they might be more inclined and excited. I do adapt to every single person as well. In terms of the explanations, sometimes they click from one explanation, it worked for one guy, sometimes to other guy, and so on. You're practically past once you can hold the donut for a long time. Outside, inside donuts. Yeah, it's a consistency test. Success is consistency. How long can you consistently do what you can do? And by the way, this camera view, you gotta fix it, bro. You wanna get like a bit of a sky view, a bit of an eagle eye view, like from the top, like this. You look a bit down, like diagonally, whoop. because you're like this. You don't even see the road in front. You see the road in front, but you don't see important details for later. Don't get adjusted to this camera. You gotta fix the camera a bit. There's a lot of details that we gotta polish here, but it's going good. It's going good, but it's going good. It's going nice and smooth. You hold the throttle, you turn a little bit the wheel. It's nice and smooth. I really like this. It's going well. You miss the rotation here a bit, and then that's the common thing. That's what I do like all lately about the advanced details that I went through with Ben and Drew. Is like, don't let the car tell you, like, especially when you lost the rotation and you're late on understanding that the rotation started to die and you're shallowing up, and like to create a bit more rotation, get the car to turn, and then you try to overcompensate, you spin the wheel crazy, and then it goes like, and then the car will be like, oh, I need to rotate the wheel like crazy, and the car tells you, let me handle it, and like it flies the wheel back and you completely spin out. Don't trust the car when the car tells you. During maintaining, not in transition, during maintaining, do not trust the car. You're in charge. You want to let the car control the car for you, you control the car. So you want to control the car. Don't let it just fly the wheel on its own. It's gonna counter steer way too much than what you need and do way over the top stuff. That's why a lot of things. So you're inducing too much angle with steering. That was the only moment here, the last, but like, wow, here he's maintaining. That's perfect. There's no induce of too much. This is perfect. Look how nice and smooth he is. Everything's fine. I don't see any neck effects though. This camera is very. So I'll tell you something, guys. I've had people that long ago had some ego battles, whatever, and like they were trying to tell me, oh, I'm smooth, I'm this and that, and what they'll do is like they'll go here and chaser cam. They'll use normal camera, or they'll use F1, whatever. Use KirbyCam. If you guys want to spot your own mistakes and to be able to see if the car reacted badly or whatever, or did some adjustments, use KirbyCam. Watch from and now I think this hood camera that you're using, this is not your first person camera. This is something else. This is probably F6 or whatever. You go to first person camera where it's on the wheel, and you move it and you get it out of the car up above on the roof, and you adjust it to look where you want it, so you can have the neck effects, everything rotating, whatever. Because this camera, when you show me with this, the camera doesn't move on anything, and I use the camera movements, everything, to know what's going on with the car. So use third person camera, use the KirbyCam, so I can see exactly. There were people long ago, hey, I'm smooth. They try to be smart and they use this camera that's completely locked in, and just because the camera immediately moves with the car, it's like you can't spot it. But once you have the camera that follows nice and smoothly, and if the car makes any adjustment, immediately you can see any disgusting wiggles and things like this. So make sure you guys use KirbyCam for this. But so far, honestly, Red, great job. Once you got the hang of it, you were holding super little, you were holding the gas, and you were doing very little adjustments with the wheel. When you use a lot from one of the tools, use less from the other. In this scenario, you used a lot of throttle and you barely move the wheel. That's exactly what you need. That's how I was doing the donuts when you see on the videos, and I'm barely moving the wheel. I'm barely doing jack crap. So, is this line okay? Let's see what about this line. So, this looks very good, but I wish I could see a video, and obviously I would love to push you more to go towards the wall as close as possible, but again, you'll see. This is how my sessions look right now. Yes, Jewis is on the third gear layout, is doing fantastic. Only throw on the third gear layout, extremely hard and complicated, extremely hard. Just throw only, because you don't have the other tools to navigate the line, and you have a lot of angle changes, a lot of BS. It's absolute nightmare. Even for me, it's not pleasant when I do this, because you start super gripped up, you have to do a lot of stuff. When the car is super slidey, then any mistake you do, you fly off the you can't even counter the inertia. When it's too late, it's too late. When the car is super slidey, there is too late. When you're super gripped up, oh, you lower the throttle, you immediately slow down. That's fine. When your tires are cooked, God bless you. You know, when you go on the wall. Now, Armin is saying, let's see. It wasn't a bad attempt. Focus on the second part of the track. Okay, we miss a low zone. What car is this? Let me see. Ah, I know this track. Wait, is this the... what track was this? I know this. Yeah, this was the... Wasn't this the Drift Master? Yeah, this is the Drift Masters track. I didn't even look at the banners. I'm an idiot. I know, I drove this. What car was it? Ooh, you could see the car snap. The car probably super hooked up, like probably a lot of mechanical grip, and it snaps you back. The moment you get super shallow angle, the car will snap you back. But this car, you either make it easy or the car's easy. Low brain. What the hell is this car pack? What is this? So, I'm not sure what is this car pack. But it looks very smooth. Apart from a little, you know, adjustments here and there. I think what happened, I wish there was something that I could help you, bro. But I don't see... Oh, I see here. I wish I could see pedals. Really, you just need... Bro, with you, really, you just need a little bit of advices. You have it in you. You just need a little bit of advice about certain things. It's and you'll be absolutely fine. There's like a little bit of like technique and more about... A lot of times I had a guy that was great. He was like, he's probably great, way better competition driver than me. Because I'm not passionate about competition as I'm passionate about Gymkhana and challenges, something that you push to yourself to excellence every day. Like you go every day up 4 in the morning, you might feel like garbage, you feel like shit, but you still go and do what you gotta do. So I love this type of stuff. I don't like rotting in the pits and doing competitions and stuff anymore. But the goal is the fella was a very good driver, but he has all kinds of mental barriers. Like the wheel is trapped. When he makes a mistakes, he makes all kinds of excuses. The excuses will kill you guys, not only in the game, in real life. It's gonna be the wheel the problem. Then it's the wheelbase is the problem. Then the car is the problem. Then the physics are the problem. Then the track is the problem. Everything is problem. The tune is the problem, but him. Blame yourself. Take accountability. Keep pushing forward. It's hard. I understand it's hard. But again, what I'm saying is he really needed to shift his mental. For you, Armin, you just need, bro, really, you only need a little bit more confidence just to give you a little bit of guidance, and you will like completely nail this track. Like you have it in you. You literally have it in you. And you drive great. You only, this is auto, what was that? Autopolis. This is Autopolis. Very great map, good flow, but a lot of understanding of angle change, so you could build speed. There's sections where you gotta build speed, you gotta shallow up, and you gotta build up angle, slow down. A lot of slow down, build speed, slow down, low, but it has the flow. Great map. So then, hey, does anyone know why my wheel won't counter steer Thrustmaster 2 on 15 music? Guys, I will research about this. I don't know why you guys have this problem. I need to figure out. I also figured out why the wheel check won't, this stupid wheel check application won't generate a lot of bullshit. So it's because you need to be in game. I know it sounds super stupid, but people that have Logitech, if your wheel check doesn't work to generate a lot, you gotta be in the game. Go in the game, run the wheel check, it will work. But seriously, this is like stupid as hell. It's so goddamn stupid that it doesn't run. Center 50. So Yusuf, thank you very much, bro. Like, you guys are helping each other and stuff. Like, really, I really appreciate this. Go crazy, Stevie. Good morning, fellas. At least here, New York. Well, and this is in 2 p.m. I'm newer to the Discord chat. I'm looking forward for some drifters that are down to do some runs soon. Absolutely sure, Stevie. I will try to see if I can get free. We could do something these days. Mid looks way better. Yeah, that it's just the body, bro. Just the body, it was not supposed to. It it doesn't look great because you put and you covered the part of the blinker and things like this. So you really needed the plate to be in the middle. There's no other way. Some body kits will allow you to fit it, and it's like it's not gonna trigger your OCD, and it's gonna look great there and so on. But that's in a nutshell. That's great. Downloaded WD Carpet, but do you guys have some good tunes? You could check my old tunes. I don't know if I'll have time to make new tunes because I'm very perfectionistic. I'll probably sit and waste hours on just one tune, as I know myself. So I'd rather not to, guys. Really, if I go and do something, I'd rather fully commit, and that's what I usually like to do. So, anything else? What's the time? 2 o'clock. Oh, goddamn! It's man. These videos. Now, I hope I answered everybody's. I know it's long, but I try to keep it very informative. I think, guys, we're gonna wrap it up for today. I think we're gonna really wrap it up for today, and for the people that are watching and watched it fully and reach over to you to here, thank you. Feel free to comment something that I know you've watched the full video. I really, really appreciate it. You can comment something down in the comments, monkey or something, so I know that you watched it fully. It means a lot. I really appreciate your support. The project is moving forward. I cannot say, and I don't want to say too much. I've leaked a few things over the Discord chats and stuff, so whoever is here, whoever knows. Probably I'll have a lot of fun stuff coming forward now, like the videos. I'll try to keep the drift journey going and all the things. For the project, I want to say so much, a lot of things, but I better to keep my mouth shut, okay? So I'm not gonna leak anything. Let it be a surprise. It's more exciting, it's more cool this way, but it's a lot of work and a lot of money, guys. So we'll catch you in the next video. Hope you learned something, and see you for now.